And now to security matters. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, has called for increased support from the United States in intelligence sharing, counterterrorism efforts, and the enhancement of military capabilities to address the country's growing security challenges. Matawalle disclosed this while receiving Major General Garrick, Harmon, Director for Strategy, Engagement and Programs at the United States Africa Command, AFRICOM, during a courtesy visit to the Ministry of Defense headquarters Ship House in Abuja. Major General Harmon is in Nigeria as part of a familiarization tour in his current role within AFRICOM. According to a statement from the Ministry of Defense, Matawalle emphasized the need to deepen the defense partnership between Nigeria and the United States, highlighting the importance of collaboration in overcoming shared security threats and enhancing regional stability. To discuss this, we're joined by former Director, Department of State Services, Dennis Amachree. Mr. Amachree, it's good to have you join us. We appreciate you for coming on. Let's just get started, shall we? How would you assess the credibility and relevance of intelligence received from foreign and federal partners in a counterterrorism operation?
Thank you very much for having me. It's in our solutions to solving the terrorism situation in Nigeria, we've always said that international support is also needed. It's also needed in doing this. But right now, we have AFRICOM. AFRICOM has been around. That's African Command of the United States Army has been around. But they were lagging and they didn't come out very, very clearly. People didn't trust them. And now they are coming again. And I hope this time they are going to, come in with all honesty in dealing with the insecurity problem in Africa.
I'm glad we're talking about, bringing all honesty and transparency to the table, because it begs to ask the question about, potential legal or even diplomatic challenges in this U.S. and Nigeria counterterrorism cooperation that they might encounter along the way. Can you, just name a few for us?
Yeah, the United States AFRICOM. What I'm saying about honesty and then, of course, sincerity is that we want them to go beyond the national interest. We know normally for a foreign country to bring their military into any country is because of national interest or influence. And that is what the United States is doing right now, is because of influence and interest. And of course, they are competing seriously with China, which is also gaining serious grounds in Africa. But why is it that United States, which is the traditional, should I say, partner to Nigeria, lagging behind? It's because of this mistrust that they have. People don't really think that they are coming there to help, because where they have even been before has not even succeeded. In Mali, they were there for many years, and the terrorist situation worsened. Even in Niger, they have the biggest base in Agadez, and they couldn't help Niger until now. So that's what I mean. If they are coming, let's see some kind of sincerity and trust with them.
Right. I mean, one has to ask at this point the process, or the transition from raw intelligence that is being guarded, whether at the grassroots or, whichever, into actionable threat, indicators. What are the tools and framework do they use in sort of this transition between raw intelligence to actionable threat indicators?
Well, you see, the United States is a very, very much advanced country. And then their technology, of course, is very, very good when we come to surveillance and all kinds of technological aid that will help in dealing with terrorism. So basically, people can collect intelligence, human intelligence, by people on ground. You talk to people, they will tell you, hunters or all kinds of people will tell you. But we've moved away from that, whereby we're using satellites now. And the United States has thousands of satellites in the sky, where they can actually track people down to street level to see the car number of a car. They can do that. And then, of course, when we have Boko Haram, a terrorist group like Boko Haram harassing us for many, many years, I think we expect this partnership to help in such a way that we should be able to clear them out. But to be playing around, and then, of course, sometimes there is this accusation even coming from the United States Congress that some funds have been used in funding Boko Haram from the United States, USAID. We need things like that to be investigated properly. And then, of course, that's why there should be trust, come out clean. And then, of course, we will leverage on the technological superiority that they have to clear out the terrorists in Africa.
And there's also a risk of, the risk of intelligence leakage or backdoor access, by foreign contractors or analysts or, state actors. How can Nigeria not only assess but mitigate, such risks?
Intelligence leakage will always be there. That's why even in computers, you have firewalls. You make sure that you are very, very safe. Sometimes even we have double agents who can be giving information to both sides because of money, pecuniary reasons. But for any intelligence agency like we have in Nigeria, NIA and DSS, I think they will always continue tightening, because it is not we have it all covered. No, it is a continuous exercise in watching those firewalls, watching all those leakages to see that they don't happen again, for better results.
All right. I must say thank you so much, sir, for joining us all the way from New York, USA, to give us a bit of insight following this collaboration between the U.S. and Nigeria, as the head of AFRICOM comes in for a familiarization tour of our resources. Once again, thank you, Mr. Dennis Amachree. He is the former Director, Department of State Services.